This is the guy from Pittsburgh, and I'm madder than hell. I sent an email to George Noory where he wished me goodwill, considering he's the brunt of my videos. So I sent him in return. I feel just fine, George, except for the headaches, my broken glasses being at an angle. It's your bad broadcasting and lack of professionalism, idiot comics for 10 years, lack of show prep, lack of hard-hitting questions, and so much more that has made me and others ill for 10 years. That's the problem, George. And I am not the only one who feels that way. Work to do a hell of a lot better than you have been doing, and I might change my opinion of you and your guests, some of whom are just plain ridiculous, like the guy who claimed he found evidence of Chinese colonies in the Americas. I've never read anything in the literature nor from Native Americans that say they met up with, interacted with, or killed any Chinese colonist. Art isn't letting guests ramble on anymore with hearsay or unsubstantiated claims. Excuse me. He's dropping them and going to open lines. You should do the same. And for what it's worth, I'm not just picking on you. I've been listening to talk shows since the days of Ira Blue. My mother was his last nurse before he died, and he talked continually about the paranormal and UFOs on KGO radio, and I used to listen to Long John Neville when he had a show when I was a child. I didn't fall off the paranormal turnip truck yesterday. I had regular correspondence with Donald Keogh and his secretary at NICAP. I've talked to men in the UFO field like Friedman Menzel. I'm trying to read this. Class, Jesse Marcel Jr., Richard Hall, the Lawrences, J. Allen Hynek, and I was a member of NICAP when I was 12. The first UFO books I read were those of the contactees, the 50, Frank Scully's books, Don Keogh, Frank Edwards, and so much more. I think I'm very learned. The literature of both UFOs and the paranormal. Had my own NDEs, ghosts, time portal, and UFO experiences as well, including my Civil Air Patrol wing being told by the Air Force that 500 of us saw Venus. We were on a search and rescue in the Sierras in 1964. You were in the Naval Reserve. Think how the Navy would have not let you be unprofessional in your 9 years of service. My dad was in the Army for 30. The one time he was unprofessional black marketing at the end of World War II during occupation, he was reduced in rank, but still managed to retire as a sergeant major. That professionalism was what you should have been thinking of, not being lazy and not doing your job properly all these years. Well, this morning I get an email. Here's a new background for your rants. And he puts a picture of a rant, a background of debris in a room with pizza boxes all over the debris. Well, who's the man obsessed with pizza boxes, George? Who's the man who burned his mouth that he couldn't broadcast for 2 days on a pizza roll box because you put pizza rolls in the microwave and burned your mouth so bad you had to have Tommy, your stooge, take you to the hospital, and you couldn't talk for 2 days. You're the ones obsessed with pizza rolls and pizza boxes. That's why you sent me a picture of debris-filled room full of empty pizza boxes. And you sent me a picture of a pair of eyeglasses. I expected more from you, Noory, but I realize you're a petulant little child who can't stand criticism, and you criticize those who listen to you, not just me, but I expect you're getting a lot of heat from Belgab, High Belgab out there, and other sources, and you just can't stand it because you know you're a clown, you're a joke, you're pathetic, you're a terrible broadcaster, and soon you'll be off the air, and it probably frightens the hell out of you. You'll be out of a job. And you'll be reduced to lounge singing to lounge lizards at a Holiday Inn in Joplin, Missouri, but still there after a tornado to hit it. You better have some insurance. Here's State Farm. That's our insurance. You better have some insurance and unemployment insurance because you're going to be unemployed soon enough. And Noory, you've just declared war on me, and I'm not going to take it. This is a guy from Pittsburgh saying, I'll talk to you later, but this is the first salvo. I've had it with George, the Snoremaster Noory. and he's gonna go down.